All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the Saints Nation, to the CSGO NACE Spring Cup. Tonight, your hometown Saints are going to be fighting against the Shenandoah Hornets. My name is Colin Seymour Moore, and joining me is the one, the only True Lie, and we will be your casters for the night. Welcome back to the Saints Cast, True. How are you doing, and are you ready for this matchup?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited. Well, clearly I'm not there. I'm the coach, and I'm here casting, so I'm not too worried. That's the only time I'm gonna really input that. But it's gonna be interesting. The boys have been playing a different game this whole time, and we've been waiting for some competition. So it's here. The NACE CS:GO Spring Cup finally in play. So just explain this, guys, as we are very how do you say, well into NACE and a part of the organization as well. This is $1,000 Spring Cup that's going to happen over 3 or 4 weeks. Best of ones all the way up to grand finals to the best of three. And of course, today, the first match for St. Clair College is going to be Shenandoah University. And of course, we do have a track record for being fairly decent. So, gonna expect a quick game, unfortunately.
Would you say fairly decent as a previous NACE champion?
Yes, of course. But during the time, I will argue, there weren't that great of schools at the time. But of course, we duked it out. We won out, and we were the champions. So that's all that matters. And nowadays, there are many more institutions within the NACE membership that have Counter-Strike teams. So um, it's the way to prove it now is going to be through the Spring Cup, and hopefully more competition to come as the summer comes to fruition.
Yeah, and it's going to be a pretty exciting Spring Cup as well because I know there's been a lot of teams that have joined into this one. It's a really fun thing that's going on during the quarantine season and keeps the players busy, keeps everything running smoothly. So tonight we do have the map vetoes in check. Am I right? So do you
Yep.
know what we're running first map?
Yeah. So it is actually going to be a best of one, but the map is Overpass, and
Overpass.
we I can say now that we have knowledge on that map. It's one of our confident maps, so it's gonna be interesting. Had a little pep talk with my players. Said, "Do what you want, but 16-0. Don't mess
16.
around. Let's get it over with. We all want to know, watch our anime and Netflix and go back to our quarantine lives." I'm just kidding. I just basically said, hey, have fun with it, but don't give up rounds. Very simple.
Go hard so you can play Valorant again.
Exactly right. Oh my goodness.
But it's gonna be a fun one, and you're talking about how you have a lot of knowledge of the Overpass map. I know I've previously casted the Saints team on Overpass, and they are quite dominant of a force on this map. So I'm excited to see that one going on. And do you expect to see any who are we looking out for this map? Who's the key players to look out for right now?
Um, so I did do some homework looking at Shenandoah University's roster. DLA, I expect to step up for his squad. But unfortunately, the rest of his squad, I couldn't really find anything. They're all ghosts. So, if anything, they're gonna make a mark for the Shenandoah squad today. And but DLA, someone to look out for on the Shenandoah squad. But of course, St. Clair College, everybody, every single player. It's gonna Zapper, of course. Like, everyone loves Zapper anyway, so everyone's gonna think of Zapper. Um, all these players have had great moments, great clutches. Every decision that they've ever made in the game spells out something. So we'll see. They've been playing a lot of Valorant, so who knows? They could be wishy-washy. We had a little bit of a practice, a little bit of a talk, so I'm confident that all of them will shine as they usually do.
Staying true to the CS:GO roots though in Valorant. It's not. I mean, like it's a very different game. But if you're playing Valorant, your shot's going to be warmed up on CS:GO still a little bit.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I feel like the recoil is like not as similar, but if the rifles that burst or instant headshot is literally the same as CS, right? But in terms of how the game works, it's very different. You gotta bless Riot Games for 128 tick servers, and it runs well, right? So feels good. But I wonder if these guys are gonna do their knife round soon.
Yeah,
We
I'm just waiting to hear about the knife round. Everybody's still trying to get all ready in chat, and everybody's just settling down on the Shenandoah team, the Saints team, all readied up, all ready to go, locked and loaded for some CS:GO. Who do you expect? You obviously expect Saints to take the knife round, but do you have any predictions of
oh
this?
no no
Like,
no, we lose every knife round
yeah,
because they're a bunch of monkeys who don't know how to left and right click. It's ridiculous, but we actually lose knife rounds all the time, and it's very.
well, on that thought though, we're gonna be hopping into the game one. It's gonna be Overpass St. Clair Saints versus the Shenandoah Hornets. Knife round starting right up. We have on the left side, the blue side are your hometown Saints. Thrasher shares a cookie, Zapper, and Concon. Over on the Shenandoah side, it's gonna be, if I can read that right, is that EOJ?
Yeah, EOJ.
EOJ, Frank, Kara?
Freak.
Oh, Freak.
I believe
Kara?
that's Cola
Oh, Cola.
and Red Nebula and DLA.
This is what it's like when I don't know. It's just blending in. The white is blending in with the yellow through the quality, but it's no problem from my side. Is Shenandoah going to be taking the knife round, like you said that the right and left clicks weren't going in favor of the St. Clair Saints, but are they going to start on the T side? I mean, they're set up on there. No, St. Clair, yeah. Shenandoah will start on the T side. St. Clair Saints on the CT side. And
Oh no, swap that around. It's actually
swap that around?
yeah. So
Oh.
Saints are gonna be on the T side,
I got big.
and there you go. All good. Now this is technically a CT sided map, but if you got the strat book, things can quickly change. Now this map a little bit really, guys, before the pistol round happens, terrorists can actually fake out with connector control, but look at this freak, little aggressive, spots it out, gets taken down to 80, but he's gonna fall off. So this is smart from Shenandoah. They got the information, but it's a stampede, Colin.
Yeah, they're going to be taking off with this one. They're going to be going for a full execute on the A bomb site. They're all set up here. Zapper picks up the first headshot onto Cola. They're looking for the second. That's Concon. With the double kill, they pick up the player sitting long, trading it out for a one for one on that side. But St. Clair has the bomb planted. Shenandoah, they're going to be on the retake now, 2v4. As DLA is going to be starting off, he opens up with a headshot onto Thrasher. What a shot from himself, Zapper. He's taking a little bit of damage towards the player inside of the bomb site, but he's going to be picking off, tapping away at the shots until Zapper finds DLA. Red Nebula going to take Zapper down. It's into a 2v1, and seems like St. Clair has this one on lock. He's going to go for the defuse, but St. Clair, they just run in there for the knife. That's going to be Concon finishing off round 1, 1-0 to the Saints.
Oh my god. Very interesting play from Shenandoah. It was a 2v3. You know, they got to get in there. It's planned for dice. The positioning post plants are so important on the T side. And St. Clair Saints play it pretty disciplined, actually. Even Concon there, it would be undisciplined to keep shooting that Glock. He runs up, knife, secures it. And definitely getting that. But look at this Thrasher from Connector Control. Gonna find Freak there. Wait, what the heck? Why does it say Clown? I saw that. It said Clown Thrasher. I was a little confused there. What was that name?
Oh.
But man advantage here for the Saints, and of course they have the equipment out. They come on the B side. It's a double man stack onto ABC, but Scherze's gonna clean up 2, and DLA is gonna find that trade-off. He's got the P250, spots out another. That's a Mac 10 close and personal, but Cola's close by, and they actually get that kill on the Thrasher. But one by one, Concon comes through, looking to clean it up, and that's a quick 2K and a 2-0 round score on your screen. So, Seymour, it's gonna be a gun round.
Yeah, they
Shenandoah, you know, they lost the pistol. It's still pretty early, right?
Yeah, they went for that full eco in round 2, and that's the one thing that I actually kind of respect on that Shenandoah part. Usually, a team will force up with the amount of kills that Shenandoah did get in the pistol round. They'll usually have a little bit of a force buy going into that. But it was a really good job from Saints to just take control of water and then push into that A side shares. He did open up with that 2 picks on the Galil. It was followed up nicely, actually, by a bait and switch on the Shenandoah side. But St. Clair, they cleaned that one up. They were just pinpoint accuracy. But now, hopping into round number 3, it does look like St. Clair is going to be setting up for another A bomb site push. And Concon did spot a player sitting just behind Default, but DLA, he's going to be on the flank in bathrooms. He picks up Cookie. Cookie did go down, but it's a nice trade from Concon as he finds DLA on that flank. But, you know, St. Clair, they have full B site. They have the bomb going down on B side, so they have full control of the B side. Shares are going to have a nice little interaction with Freak, going to take him down 3v3. It's going to be full retake for Shenandoah. Red Nebula going to picks up the opening pick onto Sherze, looking to grab that AK, having a little bit of trouble, but eventually gets it. He's going to flash himself out there. Thrasher knows that it's going to be coming now. Sherze, I thought that was Thrasher going to pick it up, but Sherze picks up Red Nebula, traded out by Cola into a 2v2. Concon on 2 health. This could be crazy if they pick him up. Nice nade, but doesn't do enough damage. They do not have enough time to defuse this bomb. St. Clair goes up 3-0, but it's going to be a nice little pickup from Shenandoah to grab that AK and the M4 to get out.
Oh, Concon dies it off, but he had 2 health anyways. So they could not capitalize and get control onto that site. Oh, we're going to have a pause.
Already.
Concon. Interesting. But regardless, so that round played out. It's a gun round for both sides, right? You've got AKs for Saints, you've got the M4s bought up, and some utility for Shenandoah, but the bomb gets planted on B. They could not capitalize on getting that short control. They all came from CT, and the trades weren't in their favor. Even though we saw a 2v2, and I believe there was a kit up as well. Yes, there was a kit up as well. And they did not gamble or take the risk on fighting the last 2 members, even though Concon had 2 health. So, very interesting. We're seeing some discipline from Shenandoah, but does that translate into some round wins? I'm not sure. We're going to have to find out. Still pretty early on, 3-0, but the gap will create itself.
I mean, we did see DLA. He was on that flank in bathrooms, and he picked up the kill onto Cookie while Cookie was trying to rotate through connector. But I mean, Shenandoah had a lot of information that St. Clair was pushed into bathrooms, and they should have known that there'd be more there. So I think if DLA got that first pick and backed off, it would have been probably a lot more value than pushing in, getting that kill, and pushing for more. I think he just bit off a little bit more than he can chew, but that was the 3rd round. Now it's going to be the 4th round, and St. Clair, they do have a full AK buy on their side. We did see the scout force up onto DLA, so he's going to be looking for a few as well as that Deagle on Freak and Red Nebula, but Freak taking out early into this round onto Concon. How do you feel about this right now? They're set up on Shenandoah.
They had to take a gamble with the rifles. They actually took the gamble towards B a little bit. But you've got a rifle on Cola, and he's caught with his pants down. Sherze comes up, does not care. And that's a rifle that's going to be denied into this round, and EOJ is going to have to hold on to this AK, followed by Red Nebula. Maybe find something. He's got a Deagle, maybe do some economic damage, but he's going to be trickling his way through CT, and actually, he's going to find Cookie with the 1D. Concon to find EOJ on the other side of the map, and Sherze going to deny him from doing any more damage. Now 4-0, it's going to be a bye round here for the CT team, like Shenandoah. Now, Saints are getting in the sights, they're playing the bomb, but can you trade it off? Can you, what can you do with this equipment is the question, and we're going to see an opt-out from Freak, so see how they hold this off.
You have light utility on Shenandoah, so not a whole lot of delay going to be there for them. So St. Clair can wait this out and try to bait the utility out of Shenandoah. We're going to see a nice little take from the Saints side. They do have Cookie running on the Mac 10, so we could see him racking up a little bit of economy for his team. But Red Nebula and Cola take out 2, while Sherze and Zapper retrade for 2 of their own. 3v3, and Red Nebula is going to be sitting over towards Monster. Well, St. Clair, actually there's 2 players for Shenandoah going to be sitting on B. Well, St. Clair has full control of the A site. They do have the bomb kind of rotating back around, and I think Shenandoah, they should be aware that St. Clair will be holding on to this site. Bomb isn't down, which is good for them, but what isn't good is that Cookie is there to one-tap EOJ and take him out of there. Freak on the flank. He's going to be taking out Zapper with the op. He's knocked down to 19 health, so this could be a little bit dangerous in him, but if you're on 19 health, what else to use than the op right now? Is Thrasher going to get caught out by this? He is. That's going to be Freak dropping the bomb. Big, important kill for himself. Cookie's the last player standing in a 1v2, holding on to this site. Just both players sitting over towards bathrooms. That's going to be Nebula picking up the first win for Shenandoah, finishing off on St. Clair. That was a nice play from Freak to just kind of play that passive angle with the op.
Now, what actually happened here, Freak pushed out long. There wasn't a presence from St. Clair Saints at the time when Freak was entering short bathroom. Now, as he was entering short bathroom, he was walking, tiptoeing with his Jordans, you know, hiding in there. And two players from St. Clair Saints took control of A. Now, what the problem is Freak is getting so much information, right? But now into this round, look at this. They're knocking on the doorsteps of B. DLA does a lot of damage. Cookie actually answers right back. Cooking a little bit, though. But Sherze, smokes are good. They still need to gain control. Rifle on plank. EOJ is going to find Sherze to trade that off with Concon. They're going to find Cola.
Nice little trades back and forth. We do see a heavy presence from the Shenandoah side, but St. Clair battling it out, rushing in there. Cookie finds Red Nebula. AOJ stabling out onto Cookie, finding that, but he's caught on the exit by Cookie and Thrasher. We do see three players of Saints on the site. Bomb is planted. Op is the only one left on Freak. And now, if I was Freak, I would hold on to this.
He's got $0. Oh, no, Zapper, no! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think it was Cookie behind him. But
honestly, I don't know what's worse. Knifing the player in the back or having your teammate take that kill from you?
I think having your teammate take that kill from you is worse than getting... Oh my god, that's actually so funny. Guys, okay, so there's something to understand here. Shenandoah, I'm not sure if they know how to play with their money here. Freak had $0 in the bank. He had an op. Oh my god. Con pick the op essentially here for St. Clair Saints. I know Thrasher and him actually share that role sometimes, but that was not a smart play from Freak that previous round.
You know, it's gonna be St. Clair. They're on the anti-eco. They're gonna be taking this out. There's only a PP Bison on the side of Shenandoah, and it's not even in play anymore. So it's gonna be Saints taking this round pretty easily, as they will go up 6-1. But you were talking about how they're not playing smart with their money, and you can even see it's getting to them a little bit. I know Cola, he got really aggressive into party and just instantly traded out with almost no information because he's peeking the edge of a smoke. So you can see the little cracks in the Shenandoah side where their discipline is lacking, and it seems that St. Clair they're playing smart. And where you expect them to play really aggressive, they're playing straight discipline, and they just want to get this game, and they want to take that win. So very, very good plays from the St. Clair side right now, and it's a really good showing early.
Yeah, to be honest, like what you're seeing from St. Clair Saints is honestly they're getting side control very fast, get the bomb down, and they kind of fool around after that. Well, not too much, but I think is they zerg on a site and then they slow it down. Now look at that money. The loss bonus has been maxed out here for Shenandoah. They could potentially drop an op, but no, looks like it's not going to happen. So rifles across the board. St. Clair Saints still looking pretty, even though that economy actually hasn't been building for them. But it looks like it's going to be a default here for St. Clair Saints to find some kind of mistake from Shenandoah.
Is that the bomb? Yeah, the bomb is going to be actually sitting up.
Oh my god! I said mistakes, and Sherze comes out, finds Red Nebula, picking his nose at Toxic, and He's gonna go down, and look, these guys doing the same thing. Out they go. Cookie says hello, and look at that. A trade-off at least from Shenandoah, but EOJ is gonna pick up 2 kills. Finds Jersey as well. Thrasher close by on plank. He knows there's a guy for graffiti, and the Pokeball, is it good? And yes, it is. EOJ goes down. DLA next in line finds a trade-off from Heaven, and now 2 members of Shenandoah. Can they hold this off? Lots of time on the clock here for St. Clair Saints to plant the bomb. Molly towards short. An up-in play here for Concon.
Bomb will go down. That's going to be Concon connecting with it, but he's going to be caught out. Cola just barely missing that. What was that shot, Concon? He flicks over for the wallbang. DLA does trade it out, but Zapper gets to retrieve the op as he takes down DLA. St. Clair going up 7-1, and Concon, what?
Concon hit him with it. It looked like he was dancing on my screen. He hit him with it. He saw the guy graffiti. He was getting shot up, but he answers right back. I don't know if that was a no-scope. I don't know if that was obviously a flick of some sort. But now it's an eco round here for Shenandoah. They've got a scout by. They're all staying above 2K. But now it's a 6-round gap here, Seymour. But, oh my god, Freak's getting spammed. He's got it back off.
It's a 6-round gap, and it's just not looking good for Shenandoah. We do see Zapper. He finds that kill onto Freak as he's rotating through connector. But St. Clair, they have 3 players set up for this B site take. Bomb is there as well. The only player standing in their way is going to be Red Nebula. And I think that's EOJ there.
What are you doing?
Sherzay gets aggressive, takes out EOJ. There's going to be a second one peeking. That's going to be Sherzay getting a double kill. Bomb will be planted. St. Clair 5-on-1. Cola looking for that clutch, but it's not looking pretty.
That's funny. Sherzay had the bomb in his hands, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna drop this, and I want to click some heads. And now Cola, the last beverage, all by himself with a deagle armor, trying to save it. Sherzay hiding on the bomb. Not too sure what's happening here, but a hunting party gonna be set out for this last sweet cold beverage, and up! The Deagle's been spawned out, and the random AK spray down will find the dome, make it 1-8 without a single equipment being saved into the next round.
St. Clair just, at the moment, like you even look at their economy, Concon sitting on 10K, you see Cookie on 6K, Zapper on 6K, each player above 5K for St. Clair Saints. They're just... Right now, they're just an unstoppable force, which Shenandoah is unable to handle on this CT side, but really aggressive push by Cookie, and he's going to be caught by TLA on the jump up.
Yeah, the sandbag, they boosted up. It was a good play from Shenandoah for sure. And now, knocking onto this A-bomb site, Cola finds Sherzay. He drops the bomb as well. The rotate's going to come right through, but Cola doing more work as he finds Zapper. Now Thrasher's going to find Red Nebula on the other side of the map, but the bomb has been spotted. It's been dropped. Concon, he's got the op. He smoked right off. He spotted somebody on dumpster. He's getting shot up. And now down to 10 HP. Thrasher down to 7. It's a 2v4.
As you said, 17 health between the 2 players on the Saints. Concon still sitting a little bit aggressive, looking for some exit picks, or maybe they're going to be rushing for this. They do have just about 50 seconds left on the time, so they do have quite a bit of time to work with, and that's Thrasher. He's opening up on EOJ. He's going to find a double onto DLA as well. 2v2. The health is definitely more in favor of Shenandoah, but St. Clair, they do have the presence on this map to take the proper space. That's going to be Red Nebula finding the first pick onto Thrasher. Last one is going to be Concon. As Shenandoah, they're going to be stopping that unstoppable force. 2-8, pulling it a little bit closer, but at the moment, this is social distancing in CSGO.
I was going to say never there, but Cola... He, like you said, he follows the social distancing rules. He held Optimus. He stayed there. He got 2 kills from entering, from the Saints players entering, and then he cleans up the last 2. Mind you, yes, they had 17 health, but they were making it possible. But now, into this new round, there's equipment on both sides. St. Clair Saints, they reset back. It's a 3-2 split. Looking to gain control. The smokes are up, but there is actually not room for error here for Shenandoah. They're very passive on this setup.
And they do have 4 players actually set up on this B site, so they do have a very heavy presence here. I think that's number 5 who's actually rotated around. Sherzay gonna open up on EOJ. The second one's gonna peek. That's Sherzay finding a double, breaking open this site, looking for that player in heaven. That's DLA with the op. He's gonna find that little wide peek from Freak, picking up the kill onto Thrasher, clearing St. Clair of the B site and actually dropping bomb as well. DLA has to be a little bit careful because he's surrounded right now by Zapper, and I think that's Concon with him as well. But Cookie takes out Freak over on the B side. He has bomb in his hand. DLA gonna find the first pick onto Concon, looks over for the second, just barely missing. I don't think he knows Zapper is here, so that's gonna be St. Clair with the win into the 11th round.
Oh man,
that right there, that just, I thought there was 4 players for Shenandoah set up, but I was kind of.
Oh no, you're right. That was correct. There's 3 on essentially on site and 1 in heaven. So 4 pretty much set up, and it couldn't really hold. But there were some good trades. Freak had some good kills there. But the thing is, I forgot who took the first peek from the Shenandoah side on Monster, but that's essentially what made them lose that. Look at this short bathroom. It's gonna be Cola with the Deagle. He's gonna call out that there's 4 players stampeding their way, a couple players stampeding towards that A bomb site. A fast rotate is going to be EOJ followed by DLA. They've got rifles. Now mixtape's being dropped, but no one's listening here on Saints' side, and they're gonna plant dice. Smoke towards bank. Freak wants to get a little freaky here, pushing that smoke. Needs to be careful, but Concon's gonna spot that out. Get out of here, sir. And now 3 players up for Shenandoah. Do they opt to actually save this off? But Sherzay's gonna find EOJ, finds another. DLA stuck in a tight spot between 4 or 5 members of Saints. He finds one, but no. Cookie says hello. And that's gonna find the 12th round, making it 2-10 for Saints.
And St. Clair, on the T side, pulling 10 rounds. This is just something you don't normally see on Overpass. And is that right? This is more of a CT sided map. Would you say so?
It's true, but there are some, some demeanors here that we'll see from Shenandoah. But oh my god, Concon, he's so aggressive. There's a utility being spent. He's got the op. DLA goes down. There's a lot of players here from Shenandoah onto this bomb site. He's got Freak with the Deagle. He misses so many shots. He does a lot of damage to Cookie, but the cavalry is here to keep their brothers alive. And not a single Saints player has gone down as they swarm that bomb site. Cola now with a scout bot who's all by himself. What in God's name? Surely you thought one of them was gonna die there on the Saints side.
Freak, you can shoot the Deagle consecutively as much as you want, but it doesn't get any more accurate the more you shoot it. So you saw right there, it didn't go too well in his favor. St. Clair swarmed and just took over that B site.
It was a slight panic that you can kind of tell. It's like, Mom, why isn't my Deagle shooting straight? Mom? And then you guys, it's tough. He did so much damage. Sherzay, they both have 3 HP. That's funny. But this is the second last round of the first half. 2 rounds on the board for Shenandoah. The Hornets are struggling. They've got a double op. Seymour, do you think this is the remedy?
I mean, with the pace that they've been playing it, I could see Shenandoah, if they're going to be playing passive, you might as well hold an angle with a gun that'll shoot anything above the waist in one shot. But at this point, I think St. Clair, with what Sherzay is just explaining with those taps right there, I think St. Clair is just running away with that. You see Nebula, he trades for a one-on-one, but we just see both of the ops. It's a double op setup, and both the ops are the last 2 left. So you do see Shenandoah playing a little bit too aggressive in their passive setup, and it's not going in their favor. St. Clair takes the 12th round, going up to, the 14th round, going up 12-2. It's going to be the final round, and Shenandoah, everybody, actually, they only have 2 players who are above 4K on their side, and if you're going into the 15th round with that, it's not looking good.
Yeah, but look, 5 players grouped up towards Connector. Might be a little fiesta here towards Connector, but 4 members of St. Clair Saints out towards Fountain. They're going to run towards Long, and Zapper's going to find DLA. Now, mind you, it's gonna be Con on the other side of the map. He's got the Krieg. He finds one, looking for some more. Might just find it, but no. Nebula's gonna find that trade-off. And now just 3 members up for Shenandoah. The Hornets, can they find this last round?
And they find it. It's going to be Cola, the first line of defense or attack now that they're going to be on the retake. And he does find the first pick on Thrasher, opening up into a 3v2 as Cola gets retraded by Thrasher, and it's gonna be EOJ with the P90, Red Nebula. He does have a Krieg in hand, but you know the Krieg got tweaked a little bit, so it might not be what you want. As Cookie with the PP buys and finds one. Red
Look at that awareness.
Shirzay finds EOJ, and they just shut down any hopes that Shenandoah had on retaking.
Now, sure, shooting the gun is one thing, but map awareness, game sense, that you can definitely see it from those last 2 kills there. Like, it's the information is played out in that round, and St. Clair Saints, they knew what was happening 90% of the time. So it's quite obvious that there's some communication there from the St. Clair Saints side. Now, Shenandoah, they need this pistol obviously so bad. The 5 out towards Fountain, and that's going to be peeked out by Shirzay. He's going to give that information away.
That's almost a mirror of what St. Clair did to Shenandoah on their pistol round for T side, but Shenandoah going for the little bit of a flank. They're going through connector. They're hopping to the B site, right through construction. They have the site set up, and Colo takes out Thrasher on Heaven. So that's going to be the bomb going down. 3v5, full setup, full post plant position for Shenandoah, but Zapper, he's going to be the player to open up for St. Clair, and all of Shenandoah instantly back away and take their post-plant positions.
Out they go. Cookie to find Red Nebula. Zapper's gonna find another, but Cola gets traded out right away. DLA onto Zapper. Now to Cookie in a 1v2 situation. The bomb's ticking away. He's got no defuse kit, by the way. Looking for it. Gets the headshot onto it. Oh, he turns around. Toxic, but no. DLA will find that kill. Almost another pistol round for St. Clair Saints. Great play from Shenandoah. They basically bamboozle St. Clair Saints, and every round pressure, every second counted. That pressure from the bomb plant, from them pushing up bathroom, from connector, then going back, that was really good.
Take a look at the guns, everyone. We're going to see 4 SMGs matched with 4 SMGs. Shirzay and Red Nebula, they're going to be trading out, but that's Cookie picking up Red Nebula right back, and Shirzay on construction. He's doing a little bit of damage, tapping away, spraying away, but EOJ, he's there. Nice trades back and forth from either team. 3v2 in favor of St. Clair, but that's DLA finding a double kill of his own. 1v1 situation. AK first, MP9, and that's DLA. He's taking Shenandoah a little bit closer. He's holding them into this. And did the bomb get planted there?
No, that was a crazy exchange, a crazy gunfight from both teams, but DLA, I think we said this, you know, DLA stepping up, he got that instant double kill on short. Now, mind you, St. Clair Saints, they stacked on that site, they forced up, like you said, they bought those SMGs, they took the fight, but it came down to that AK that was bought by DLA.
Excellent job, like we said, from DLA to keep him in this with Zapper. What is that deagle shot? Freak. His head will be seen in the next round because it's not on his shoulders right now. 4v5. Only an AK on the St. Clair
careful
side.
There. Almost got invited to a party he was not gonna like. But he backs off. Now, mind you, a gun has been donated to the X Factor, the god himself, Zapper. But 4 other pistols for the rest of St. Clair Saints. Now, Shenandoah, they need to group up. They need to capitalize. If they get traded off by these pistols, it would be detrimental to this round. Now, Concon's got a CZ. 55 seconds. Spots it, outspots 2. He finds 2 with their pants down. But that's going to be Red Nebula with the AK to find that kill right away. But Thrasher answers back, sending him to the Shadow Realm. And now just down to 3 more members of St. Clair Saints. But there's 2 up for Shenandoah. And Zapper from behind the AK. It's insane. And look at that. The AK found 2 additional kills. That is what you do not do. You do not donate your rifle to an eco team. Oh my goodness.
It's not just that. When you get picked by a deagle in connector and you know you've given up the assault rifle, you have to kind of take that gamble that everybody else on St. Clair is going to have a pistol as well. So they were just playing super passive on that site when they could have overwhelmed St. Clair in that situation. They had the advantage, they had the guns, and they just took too much time. They let St. Clair just pick away at them, just pick away at their health. And now
hold that thought. Con, he needs to be careful. He's actually on the spindle there, and there's 3-4 members in that connector, and he's got the M41S. It's smoked off completely. That's actually his smoke, by the way, and he's got teammates close by. But Shenandoah, the Hornet's gonna actually walk right back towards spawn, and very interesting.
DLA is going to be the only player lurking on Shenandoah, and he's going to actually be sitting over towards Long on the A side.
Oh my god! Okay, they heard the door being broke, and that's why Scherze's sitting here, peeping Tom, looking for him, and Red Nebula, hello! And that's gonna be a quick kill, but Thrasher on the other side mows down 2, and EOJ is gonna find that trade up, but Scherze, look at that, quick towards water, drops the bomb, and now DLA, the last member alive. Oh my good.
Scherze walked up to Shenandoah saying, "Here's Johnny," and let him know who's sitting in that doorway. And it's just Shenandoah. You saw Con got aggressive in connector with the smoke, jumped and made noise right in front of 2 players of Shenandoah, and nobody reacted. Do they? I mean, I don't want to be the one to say it, but that there's like, if you hear that, you shoot for them.
Oh my god, what is going on? St. Clair Saints there, they're just holding W. Con and Zapper find kills, but DLA is going to trade that out. Con's going to find a second for himself. Pistol out, Deagle onto Freak. He's going to pick up a different weapon as well. And look, he spots it out, and look, Freak's going to find that nice headshot, but Scherze's going to find his teammate Freak with 22 HP. It's the last potential round here. St. Clair Saints just need one more, and they're going to spot him out. And Freak holding it up, but one bullet will do it. And that will be 16-4 as St. Clair Saints find this first match here of the NACE CSGO Spring Cup.
Wasn't the 16-0 that you wanted, but
no, but oh my god, that was still pretty fun to watch.
Oh my goodness. Fun to watch, fun to pick apart, and especially honestly, in a match where you heavily favor St. Clair to win it. Props to St. Clair for keeping discipline with a little bit of fun sprinkled on top.
To be honest, they were playing so aggressive. I think they understood the atmosphere of that match, and they just got to capitalize. Like just running up, rifles out. They know the economy's not doing well, so they just took advantage of the information that they knew, right? So, but we saw how this kind of the gap grew, right? We saw Shenandoah kind of, they saved on the first gun round. We saw that a 2v2 when St. Clair Saints had the bomb down on T side on B. We saw Shenandoah with 2 other rifle players. It's a 2v2, and they chose to save. We saw that discipline. It's a very smart play. Mind you, whatever information that they did not have there in that round, but they chose to save. But then that discipline that we were seeing was kind of off. An op was bought, I think, the 5th round. We saw Freak in a 1v3. The bomb was ticking away. He did not run to save that op. He almost gets knifed. The op doesn't get saved. So now there's a weird argument there. I'm not too sure what was happening on the Shenandoah side, but we saw some implications of, they were on a good track record in terms of dealing with the hemorrhaging of the rounds in a way. But I think they're relying on the op, and we also saw double op, right? So that didn't turn into anything.
I mean, like the double op, it could have been the right call. It could have been the way to go against that St. Clair aggression. It's just, you saw Shenandoah, they set up the ops super passively with the rifles being aggressive, and then when the rifles got caught up, there was no trade or anything to follow up from the ops in the back. So it was just kind of like throwing away the strats, and not only throwing away the strats, it's you're doing a full buy on the second last rounds of your attack or of your defense, and where they could have saved for that final round.
No, it's a huge thing to find trades, and it comes down to, I'm not saying there's a science, but when you play with your teammates and you know their habits, you know what's going through their mind. When you see them in this spot, you see them running up here, you see them jumping here. It takes a while to build that synergy, that chemistry, right? So Shenandoah, I'm sure in time, if they practice with each other and build that chemistry, they could definitely be a fighting force. But St. Clair Saints, of course, just showing that they know what's going on with each other and trading off. But guys, that's going to be the match of today. We actually did think it was supposed to be a best of 3, but just to recap how this is going to run, it is a best of 1. And I'll give you guys some more information here. I realized I was posting it in the wrong chat, so you weren't able to see that. So I do apologize. 1 second. So the NACE CSGO Spring Cup 2020, guys. This is the first match of today. There is another match that's going on. I believe it's Durham versus Full Sail Armada. But this is going to be a 4-week period with 3 weeks of best of 1s and a grand final of a best of 3. And the winner takes all of a lion's share of $1,000. So we're going to have Counter-Strike, I believe, every Thursday, 8 p.m. And yeah, that's all the competition we have for really Counter-Strike coming. So
just to recap, for anybody, you do when's the next match? Sorry,
next Thursday, 8 p.m.
Next Thursday at 8 p.m. exact same time. Do you know your matchup?
I do. 1 second. Do apologize. The match is going to be Full Sail Armada.
Full Sail Armada versus St. Clair Saints next Thursday at 8 p.m. the same time. But tonight, it was a nice little cleanup from St. Clair, 16-4 on Overpass for your Thursday night CSGO NACE Spring Cup matchup. And for everybody staying staying here to watch this matchup, everybody that came, I just want to thank you for coming out. It's been myself, Colin, Seymour Moore, and True Lie casting for your pleasure. Have a good night.